Hello everyone, welcome to Workshop Wednesday here at Dang and Diecast. So, before we start in the video, I got their K2 Plus going. I'd like to get two of these blades printed before I have to head off to work. So we're getting the tips of the red and white wind turbine built up. I'll have to make sure we have plenty in stock. And on the P1S we are just after getting it started. Before we started this video, and the two towers, we have to get those going, so we'll get those going here after this video. Get more tower sections printed as I'm starting to run low again. Great, can't complain. Always love boxing up and shipping turbines. Over on our little prep area, we printed this last night, so I've just slightly redesigned the Nordex nacelle. I've gotten rid of the lifting points here on the top, and then I've added in two little areas for the cooling tower, which are actually currently printed on the P1S, so I'm looking forward to getting that done. And then I'll just have to print the transport frame for this, and this will be good to go. Over on our our diorama area, it's a bit of a mess at the moment, but yeah, more progress on the 1600. We have a rake of nacelles printed, so what we're going to do is on Saturday over on TikTok, we're going to go live. I'm going to add decals to all of the nacelles, and look, if you're available, pop on, have a chat, ask me any questions you want to ask. I'll happily answer them. And then here in front of us, actually, people on TikTok would have seen this yesterday, but today I will show you. Now, give me 1 sec now, I'll put you on a tripod. So, we're back. As I was saying to people on TikTok yesterday, here is the motorized version of our nacelle for the 1:50 scale wind turbine. So we have designed it in such that the motor slots in and is nice and snug in the front of the nacelle, pushes in nice and smooth, and then you can see we have access to it here in our box section. So we'll probably pop this out. We'll have this sitting in here, throw the two leads through there, attach it, bring that back, and then we'll push in the motor. So it's pretty much going to be battery operated. I have a switch somewhere. I couldn't find it before I started this video. I'll go rooting again. I've really tightened it away. God knows where I put it. But yeah, it might also be a little cramped. I have to increase the size of that, so I fit a few more bits in. But yeah, that's how the motor fits into the box. That'll be connected up. Maybe just once you put the battery in, the blade gets going, throw a lid on top. Now, how that connects to the hub, so I have to redesign this hub so this part fits in, so it'll sit in nice and snug, and it'll be screwed in 4 places. There's 4 little holes there, and then we'll have a little grub screw that'll slit into this hole. We pop it on. It is a snug little fitting as it is at the moment, but what I'll do is I'll add the grub screw in, and then I'll add the grub screw onto this first to make sure it's a nice very snug fit onto that. I will screw it into the hub and then attach it on, and then once it's on, hopefully now the motor will be nice and slow. I made sure it was, but if it isn't, I have a speed reducer here, so if I do need to add this to the setup, I will need to increase the size of the box for the nacelle as it gets a little cramped with everything. Maybe even, because that's AA, maybe see if I can get AAA, and that'll be slightly smaller. But again, first thing to do is increase the size of the box, so everything fits in nice and snug. That'll be attached on. And that's how we plan to motorize our nacelle. I actually have added lifting points in there, but I'm going to make those slightly larger too, so they'll fit better. It's actually nice, fair bit of weight there at the front, so having the motor in actually gives it a fair bit of weight and should balance perfectly when lifting, compared to what it was at the moment where it'll be arse down, face up with the weight. So yeah, that's it for another Workshop Wednesday here. As I was saying, we're going to have a live on our TikTok on Saturday, adding on the decals. So if you are, feel free to pop over and have a chat. You can pick my brain if you want to know anything, or if you want to see any other videos. Do let me know. And once I have that motorized, I will have the Nordex turbine completed. I just have to design the blades at the moment, and then it's good to go. The towers are printed. I just need to get, actually no, I need to design the base for it, as well as the recurrent one. I don't have that anymore. It's circular. I'm going to change it into a box, a square instead of a circle. It might give a better base, and even design slots where weights can be added to make sure it's solid, so people can display it outdoors. But yeah, that's it for another workshop. When actually no, we got a delivery in the post, thanks to a certain crane driver with Mammoet. Jonny, thank you very much. Jonny is very kind to send us over a surprise. So I will get that up on all our social medias in the coming days, and you will get to see what it sent over. If you have any, throw a few guesses in the comments, what I meant to say. Coffee hasn't kicked in yet. What you might think it is. But yeah, that's it for Workshop Wednesday. Thank you very much, and I'll chat to you again. Bye for now.